afternoon, it's a very well welcome once more to the JDB Stadium for Wigan Athletic final league match of the 2002 year, and they entertain Swindon Town here in the Nationwide League Division 2. Wigan Athletic, of course, on the back of a splendid 1-0 away success up at Vale Park. That, of course, was Paul Jewell's 7th consecutive victory with his Wigan side. A victory that has now put them and seen them 7 points clear at the top of the second division, following results at the likes of Swindon Town, who beat Cardiff, and Bristol City, who failed to beat Notts County. Meantime, we're of course in entertaining action up at Home Park against Plymouth Argyle, and a late controversial penalty tonight. 3 points. Andy King described the decision as an absolute travesty of justice. But despite that, Swindon Town have gone on a good away run at the moment, in the fact that they haven't lost in the last 4 matches. But today will certainly be their sternest test here at the JDB Stadium. Now, run through this time, we'll start with our visitors from Swindon Town, who have Mark Grimnick in goal. He wears number 1, and number 6 is the club captain Andy Gurney. Wearing 3 is Dean Marnie. At 22 is the much-travelled Alan Reid, now of course in his 5th season at the county ground. At 19 is Matthew Haywood. Wearing 10 is Stephen Maglan-Ramsey. And number 4 is Matty Hewlett, the ex-Bristol City midfielder. 25 is Steve Robinson. And number 17 is Danny Invincible. Watch him on the right-hand side of the attack for Swindon Town this afternoon. And up front for Swindon they have number 9, Sam Parkin, who's the joint top scorer this season. And number 16 is Luke Nightingale. And on to the Town substitutes, they have Alan Judge at 20, 2 is Gareth Edds, 5 Adam Willis, Eric Stivin at 14, and Kevin Halliday at 31. And now to Latics, who make 2 enforced changes, in the fact that Jason Garrett, of course, is suspended, and Steve McMillan picked up an injury at Vale Park. So they line up with John Fine in goal, 19 Nicky Eden, and 11 is Peter Kennedy, who'll play at left back this afternoon. 5 Jason DeVos, 4 is Matt Jackson, 20 Gary Teal, and number 16 is Tony Dinning, and partnering him in midfield will be Paul Mitchell. On the left-hand side of midfield is Lee McCulloch, and up front for the Latics there's Nathan Ellington and Neil Roberts. The Wigan subs are Dave Besant, Andy Liddell, Mike Flynn, Scott Green, and Ian Breckin. The referee for this afternoon's clash is Mr. Clive Wilkes and his 2 assistants, Mr. Kennedy and Mr. Morrison, with the 4th official, Mr. League. Game underway. Swindon Town kicking off in their traditional all-red shirts and attacking the goal to our right. As you mentioned, Paul Jewell has to make 2 enforced changes to the side that won impressively on Boxing Day. Jason Jarrett, of course, is missing this afternoon due to an accumulation of 5 bookings. So Paul Mitchell takes his position in the centre of midfield and his ball forward. Early test for Bart Grimnick, the Swindon Town goalkeeper. Second sub replacement in the Latics line-up is Lee McCulloch coming in on the left-hand side of midfield, and Peter Kennedy in a more orthodox left-back slot this afternoon for Wigan. Here is Danny Invincible in with Lee McCulloch, does well. Dean Marley looking for options down the line. And curves the ball looking for Nightingale. Jackson got a piece of it. Kennedy has not got the ball away. Invincible may look to get across it until McCulloch was quickly back at him. But then somewhat worryingly on the Wigan bench is that McCulloch just went down momentarily injured. Was quick back at the Swindon Town midfielder. There's a deep cross to the far post. Jackson's missed it. It'll fall kindly to Sam Parkin. Hewlett puts it in first time. John Fineland's missed it, but was taken out by Luke Nightingale, and will get the free kick. And John Fineland, who picked up a injury in the last time the Latics were in this stadium, and of course was against Huddersfield Town, and he was requiring some lengthy treatment, as he looks to do on this occasion also. And the referee, Mr. Wilkes, just has a quick word with the Swindon Town striker about the collision, but nothing more than that at the moment. Well, thankfully John Filan's okay to continue. The magic sponge of Alex Goodley once more does the trick. Reeves this time beats Neil Roberts in the air. Roberts trying to cushion it, does well to hold on to possession. Now this is Peter Kennedy. Left-footed ball into the box, looking for Neil Roberts. Roberts trying to head it into the path of Lee McCulloch. Just got shoulder bars off possession, and Swindon can now bring it away. Interception by Nicky Eden. Now the space for Eden. Taylor's offering the overlap. Eden puts it in first time, looking for Roberts. Reeves gets the clearance away. Invincible with a high clearance. Jackson will contest it with Parkin. Ball falls loose in the midfield area. Once more Jackson wins the header. Ball over the top, looking for Nightingale, who's onside. Opportunity here for the Robins. Support joining. Goes for the shot early. In the end it's a comfortable save for the Wigan goalkeeper. Roberts, who was caught by Andy Gurney. The referee once more will have to have a word with the Swindon Town player about the collision. Roberts has gone down injured, appearing to hold the midriff area. He somewhat gingerly gets back to his feet. The free kick is taken short to Gary Teal. First time for the winger to run into the box. He lays it off for Tony Dinnings. Then he puts it into the far post, looking for DeVos. It may fall kind to McCulloch. Well blocked. Roberts trying to bring it down. Neil Roberts just got blocked off. Couldn't quite get the shot in. Well, to be fair, blocked the clearance and keeps the pressure deep in the Swindon Town half. It was certainly jostling for position on the far post involving Andy Gurney and Jason DeVos. And despite the fact that the Wigan captain didn't get a clear run on it, still kept the ball in the danger zone. Dinnings header forward, headed away by Reeves. Jackson with the acrobatic ball forward. And here is Jackson once more. Ball for Teal. Roberts looped offside. Puts the cross in deep. Looking for Lee McCulloch on the far post, but the Swindon keeper will always get there first. Free header for Kennedy, didn't quite deal with it as he would like to have done. Opportunity here through the centre. Well, it was a good opportunity for the number 25, that was Steve Robinson, who out-muscled Matt Jackson in possession. And possibly a better opportunity than he first appreciated. He was 20 yards out and somewhat snatched at his shot. Invincible beats McCulloch in the air. DeVos with a good header. Ball's nicely to Robinson. Robinson's ball through, looking for Nightingale. John Filan will get there. Eden's ball, looking for Teal. Teal seems to control it on the chest, but was just caught. It's the second time that a Wigan player's been fairly dealt with. This time the free kick in a more advanced position. The free kick has been taken. Now this is Gary Teal. Opportunity for Teal to get across into the box. He looks in the centre of Roberts. Pressure still on. This is Tony Dinnings. Dinnings may fancy a shot himself. He goes for goal, but unfortunately didn't begin to get hold of it as he would like to have done. But it certainly has all the ingredients of a open game of football here at the J.W. this afternoon. Certainly Swindon are quite happy to have a go at the Latics here this afternoon. We've already had 2 half chances. Wigan's main attacks have been concentrated from the set-piece areas. Reeves allowed the ball to go over his head. That forces Jackson to clear the danger, and he's done well. Headed back by Gurney. Eden up strongly. Dinning's ball forward. Good interception by Alan Reeves. Ellington looking to unsettle the Swindon Town defenders. From Hayward. Jackson has to come all the way back to his goalkeeper. He's also look it out the sky. Robinson. This is Sam Parkin. McCulloch in field. Now Tony Dinning looking to set the attack in the midfield. Has to play it back to Kennedy. Kennedy looking down the line for either McCulloch or Roberts. Reeves is going to be first to it. And puts out for a throw-in deep in the Swindon half. Roberts with the control. Now this is Peter Kennedy. Kennedy looking to go around the outside. And does well to get a cross in. Head away by Hayward. Mitchell trying to keep the pressure on. And Reeves very intelligently allows that to run through to his goalkeeper. Certainly Andy King brings his side to the JGB this afternoon. And a better run of form of late. They currently find themselves 18th in the second division table. But despite their lowly position, they are unbeaten in the last 4 away matches. Had some good wins at the likes of Wycombe Wanderers and Huddersfield Town already this season. And of course they were denied all 3 points on Boxing Day by a very controversial late penalty. Here's Eden. Room for Eden to bring it forward. Dinning comes back to Ellington, who hit the shot first time. And Dinning had found himself in advanced position ahead of the Wigan strikers. No one tracked the run. As the goalkeeper remonstrates with his defenders. And had Tony Dinning appreciated the space that he had been in, he could have possibly took the chance on himself. He unselfishly played it back to Ellington, who snatched at the opportunity. Flick from Parkin. Hewlett puts it forward. Kennedy hits it highwards. Then he does well to contest with Hayward. Gurney's ball down the line. Looking for Nightingale. Asking a lot of Nightingale to get there. But to be fair to him, he's kept it in play, although one or two of the supporters and the Wigan defenders are complaining at the linesman that the ball did go over the deadline. The game will restart with a Wigan Athletic throw-in. Roberts does well to clear his line. Swindon have to regroup. McCulloch, good first touch from me, McCulloch. Then just got bumped off the ball as he tried to take it down the line. The referee just got a slight nudge by Dean Marnie. Wouldn't get the free kick midway inside their own half. Kennedy looks to drive it forward. Roberts is the target and he controls it well. Falls nicely to Ellington. Neil Roberts again. Through to Ellington. Back to Roberts. Roberts with a nice touch. It'll fall kindly to Tony Dinning. This time he struck the shot better. But unfortunately it was always rising over the crossbar. The referee has blown up for an infringement on the halfway line. Neil Roberts is judged to have had his foot too high on one of the Swindon Town midfielders. For the blue shirts, the goal side for this free kick. John Fireman wants his defenders just to hold the line on the edge of their own penalty area. Certainly wouldn't want them any deeper than that. Gurney in no rush to take the free kick. Invincible trying to keep the pressure on. Jackson with the volley clearance. Roberts trying to pull it out the sky, has done well. Teal forward to Ellington. Dinning is the forward runner. Ellington with no support at the moment, has to turn away from two challenges. Does really well there, Ellington. Had his shirt pulled, and the referee awards the Latics a free kick. Does well there, Nathan Ellington. Bought his side some time as there was very little options ahead of him. Draws the foul and allows the big men to come up from the back, which both Jason DeVos and Matt Jackson will do. DeVos has already got 5 goals this season. Ball for back to Gary Teal. Teal goes for goal, takes deflection, and the goalkeeper with a comfortable save down to his near post. Spinning touch. McCulloch trying to make a decision to himself. DeVos in with a good sliding challenge. Mitchell got the touch off Magloransky, and Wigan will get the throw in. Ellington does well to bring the ball out of the sky. See Marnie Quicks closing down. I think that's the feature of the Wigan Athletic strikers these days. Good first touch with the likes of Neil Roberts and Nathan Ellington, really doing the best out of each other. Here's Gary Teal, has Eden on the overlap. Teal may look to do it alone, goes past one, tries to get across in, dangerous ball in. Hayward with the clearance. Eden trying to keep the pressure on. Ball back with Jackson. Jackson looking for Ellington. Hayward's just doing enough to put him off. Parkin does well to direct the header to the winger Danny Invincible. Kenny goes across to greet him. Invincible having to do it on his own at the moment. He's certainly got to the byline, but unfortunately can't wrap his right boot around the cross. And it goes out harmlessly over the crossbar. Quarter of an hour gone here at the JGB Stadium. It's Wigan Athletic 0, Swindon Town 0. Both goalkeepers have been called upon to make comfortable saves, but as yet no real clear-cut chances have been carved out from either side. Roberts as well to get a flick on. Ellington looking over the top. What a great ball that is for Gary Teal. Teal now one-on-one with Gurney. Ellington and Roberts join in the box. Eden puts the ball into the area looking for Ellington. Ellington has put it over the bar, and the Swindon Town players are furious with the linesman. They felt the Wigan striker was offside, but Ellington has missed a golden opportunity there, right on the edge of the 6-yard box. He's blazed it over the bar. Maxwell's ball forward. Really does well. Header forward, looking for Nightingale, who's certainly seen offside, but nothing given by the referee or linesman. Nightingale. Shot comes in from distance. It's a good strike from Robinson. Really did get his right foot around it. In the end, it was only just going over the crossbar. John Filan wasn't called upon, but nevertheless, the warning signs are certainly there. Wigan have rather fortuitously won the free kick on halfway. Certainly seen a 50-50 challenge with the two players, but Wigan have got the verdict. Jackson with a free kick, right into the heart of the box. DeVos going up for it. Reeves got his head to it. Kennedy has to retrieve it. Looking down the line. Invincible takes possession of it now. This is Nightingale. Teal wins it back. Plays the 1-2 with Tony Dinning. Teal just about got there. Encouraged by the crowd to get the ball away quickly. Here's Peter Kennedy for the Latics. Looks up, looking to pick out either Roberts or Teal. It'll fall kindly to Teal. Now this is Nicky Eden, everything ahead of him. He puts across into the far post, looking for Lee McCulloch. Good header away on the far post by Dean Marnie. It needed to be, as McCulloch was closing in. The Latics win their first corner of the match. Certainly the Latics have been very dangerous from a set piece this season. Jason Ross has been on target, as I mentioned, 5 times already. 4, of course, from set pieces, and he got the winner on Saturday at Poole Mail. He's in the far post now. Header away on the near post. Dinning trying to keep the pressure on, but it's skewed off his chin. Header forward. Roberts controls on the chest. Mitchell will pick up the pieces. This is Ellington trying to retain it. It was a difficult ball to control though. DeVos up with Parkin. It's a good header from the Wigan captain. Now Peter Kennedy flips it down the line, but a somewhat wasted ball as McCulloch wanted the ball in field. Swindon Town keeper either will take all the time he's allowed. Now to Stan Parkin, Nightingale in the centre. Robinson gives the overlap. Jackson gets a piece of it. Nicky Eden can't clear the danger. Unfortunately, Robinson was over on the ball. Well, Roberts was caught in a sandwich, and the referee quick to acknowledge that. 2 Swindon players right between him. Eden takes the free kick early, and it picks out Lee McCulloch, who controls it magnificently. Kennedy gives him an option. Ball into Roberts. It'll come back to Paul Mitchell. Mitchell intelligently feeds Peter Kennedy. Kennedy in an advanced position. Roberts looking for Kennedy again. Mitchell can't quite get away. Kennedy wants more, a bit more space. He looks in the centre for Lee McCulloch. Now Paul Mitchell, and still Mitchell. Went for goal himself, and unfortunately his shot was way off the mark and was troubling the corner flag more than the Swindon Town goal.
I was always thought there was come up like half time, but not a couple of things, and then it takes me there. Nothing's alive, is it? It's all
There's Gurney, the Swindon captain, plays it forward looking for Nightingale. DeVos was stronger than the Swindon striker. He gets the throw in off Stan Parkin. Well, certainly Swindon are prepared to give it a go here this afternoon. I'd say they're brimming with confidence with their current away form. Pity that they can't convert it at home as well. Here's Invincible, well in field. Mitchell gets a toe in. And he just caught the Swindon midfielder, Steve Robinson. So the Robins will get a free kick midway inside the Latics half. That's the signal for Alan Reeves to join in from the back. Matthew Haywood will also join him. Ball into the area. John Finan will gather them all day long, and he looks to bowl it out quickly to Nathan Ellington. No support at the moment. And the back row started for the Wigan goalkeeper. Ellington looking down the line for Teal. That'll force Haywood to put out for a throw-in. Certainly cleared the stands with that clearance. Midpoint in the first half, still goalless. Wigan certainly guilty of missing the best opportunity of the match with Nathan Ellington. Gurney's clearance. Jackson does well to control it on the chest. This is Tommy Dinning. Plays it out nicely to Nicky Eden. Gary Teal. The Athletics regain possession nicely. Now Jackson spreads it onto this near side with Kennedy. Lee McCulloch looking to hug the near touchline. Suddenly there's space for McCulloch. He may fancy go himself. He goes for goal. Tests the Swindon Town keeper, Bart Grimnick. Once more, it's a comfortable save for the goalkeeper. Roberts, Dinning, looking over the top for Gary Teal. And unfortunately, just have too much pace with it. These Dinning just helps it on its way. Reeves header forward. Roberts trying to pick it out of the sky. Carelessly given away to Lee McCulloch. Mitchell. Now Kennedy looking for Roberts. Roberts almost dummied it into the path of Ellington. We're going to have to start again with Mitchell. Kennedy just knocks it down the line, but Ellington was adjudged to be offside before the free kick would have been given in favour of Neil Roberts. Swindon get the free kick. Roberts looking for Ellington, who's onside, but the goalkeeper's come off his line quickly to clear the danger. And Dean Marley plays it back to him. Parkin doesn't quite take it in stride. Eden, John Finan with a clearance, and had Invincible managed to control that ball first time, they've looked to get a shot in. Invincible once more, turns away from two challenges. Mitchell wins it back in midfield. Kennedy looking for the long ball over the top for Neil Roberts, who contests for it. Once more, the Wigan striker comes off worse for worse. And Kennedy has put it out for a throw-in. Again, a Wigan player needs some treatment. Certainly went to contest the ball with Matthew Haywood. It was a 50-50 ball with both players committed solely on winning possession, but unfortunately it's the Wigan striker who's come off worse for wear on this occasion. Say credit to Danny Invincible there as he gives possession back to the Athletics. McCulloch wins the free header. Ellington contests for it. Roberts unfortunately didn't react to the flick on from his Ellington. This time Beaks parking. Header over looking for Nightingale. DeVos happy to volley it clear. Robinson trying to head it back forward for Swindon. Mitchell still pokes it through the centre, but unfortunately Roberts won't be able to get there in time.
When you're at half hour, what are they to do? Sit on Lindsay. Half hour ago, working through Wigan, bringing down, breaking down the hard working for
Roberts just so puts it forward for Ellington. Now Dinning, quickly closed down by Matt Hewlett. Nicky Eden on the charge. Releases Gary Teal. Teal looking to move in field. Played it square to Paul Mitchell. Kennedy offers the ball square. He's back with Paul Mitchell. Ball just took a difficult bounce. Dinning can pick it up in midfield though. As all the red shirts are behind the ball at the moment. Good ball from Eden. Ellington trying to turn away. That's to refer to the Swindon player Matthew Hewlett. He does well to clear his lines. But at the moment it's coming straight back at the Swindon Town defence. Neither Parkin or Nightingale can hold possession. That's Gary Teal, but in space. Roberts has made a run through the centre. I think he looked to pick out Lee McCulloch. It was a harder ball on. And in the end it's a good header back by Dean Marnie. And just approaching the half-hour mark, it's still goalless, but Michael, where do you see the Latics breaking down this very hard-working Swindon Town defence?
Well, I've been impressed so far with the performance by Wigan. A lot of possession, strong at the back. Don't think John Filan's actually had a save to make. It's just lacking that little bit of quality up front. Ellington and Roberts both working hard, but I think a lot of those aerial balls are being dealt with comfortably by the Swindon centre-backs. Could do with a few more balls along the ground and take those chances when they get them.
Thank you very much, Michael. Still, that is one of Wigan Athletic's policies this season, to play the ball on the deck, despite the fact that both Nathan Ellington and Neil Roberts are very good in the air. They're certainly not the tallest of strikers, and the likes of Matthew Hayward and Alan Reeves, they'll certainly look to counteract any aerial threat. In time, Swindon with a flurry forward. They've won their first corner. Steve Robinson getting a deflection off Nicky Eden. So once more, the two centre-halves, Alan Reeves at 22 and number 19, Matthew Hayward, will join the Robins attack. And Latics just leaving two up in the shape of Nathan Ellington and Gary Teal. But before the corner could be taken, the referee just ensuring that there's nothing untoward in the penalty area. Corner swung into the near post. Kennedy got his head to it. Filing with a punch away. And a first real scare in the Wigan defence. Here's Danny Invincible. McCulloch seems to have his shirt tugged. Ball will fall carrying out to Gary Teal. A poor boy who's looking for Nicky Eden. Jackson has done everything he possibly can to retrieve it. This is Paul Mitchell looking through the centre for either Roberts or Ellington, but it was easily intercepted by Alan Reeves. Dinning, Invincible this time was just a little too strong in the challenge, and Wigan will get the free kick. Kennedy's ball, looking for Neil Roberts. Good first touch from the Wigan striker. Roberts was caught late. This is Kennedy. Ball's down the line for Nathan Ellington. And the last touch came off Hayward, so we're going to have the throw in deep inside the Swindon half. Just under 15 minutes to go to the break. Still goalless. Wigan having the best opportunity in Nathan Ellington. As yet, Bart Grimnick hasn't really been tested in the Swindon Town goal. This is Kennedy. Laid off to Paul Mitchell, edge of the area. He's had to turn away. That was Matt Jackson. Jackson looking over the top for Neil Roberts. Roberts does well to get ahead to it. Hack clear. Mitchell trying to keep the pressure on. And eventually Matthew Hewlett puts his left boot through it. Steele and the Swindon player there. It was the number 4, Matt Hewlett, were involved in the collision off the field of play. The referee may want to word with both players about the incident. Certainly will be a Wigan throw-in, but Steele certainly pushed the Swindon Town player as he came back on the field of play. The referee just wants a quick word with both players about the incident. It certainly should be no more than that. The ball was out of play. I think it was just as the two players looked to get back to their feet. It's well sorted out by the referee. Jackson puts it in first time. Away by Robinson. To Voss. Roberts came from an offside position. And what's more, there's somewhat of an eyeball confrontation with the players. Now Roberts this time squaring up with the number 6 Andy Gurney. Fortunately, Kennedy miscontrolled the ball. Put away by Hayward. Dinning. Stronger in midfield, does really well there, Tory Dinning. Now looks to pick out Lee McCulloch. That's a fine pass to McCulloch to keep it in play. And he's done just that. Kennedy racing up in support. McCulloch plays it short to Paul Mitchell. Mitchell now to Kennedy. Kennedy tries to clip it in first time. You can see the idea. Didn't quite work for him on this occasion though. And certainly Swindon, despite their odd advances into the Wigan half, they certainly do like to get men behind the ball. I find it very difficult for the last 6 to break them down at the moment. Voss volleys it forward. Ellington controls it on the chest. It'll fall nicely now to Lee McCulloch. Invincible. Does really well to win it back for his side. Now Nicky Eden. He plays it out intelligently to Gary Steele, who picks up a good position. Always looking to check in field though. Steele gives him the option. Steele puts it in first time. Reeves with the header away. Hewlett can clear the danger. Voss with the header back. Roberts controls it. Now this is Gary Steele. Steele looking to hit the byline. But unfortunately he just runs out of pitch as he got away from the first challenge. Couldn't quite keep the ball in play. Cross up strongly. Roberts through for Ellington. Ellington's onside. Goal of Shears in the Duke. Can he finish Ellington? Oh, he's put it just wide. And another chance goes begging. The two strikers combined superbly up front. Neil Roberts with the touch on. Ellington seems certain to score as he got one-on-one with the goalkeeper. As he toe poked it, it just went past the post. For the second time in the match, Nathan Ellington was presented with the opportunity Certainly had more time to think about it on this occasion, but he didn't find the target. What's more, the chance goes begging. Kennedy's header forward, looking for Ellington. Reeves out Musselman. This is Luke Nightingale. Comes off the shin of Jason Devoss. Nicky Eden read the play well. Steele didn't quite slip away from the challenge of Gurney in time. Here's Nicky Eden once more for Athletic. He looks to find Lee McCulloch. Good crossfield ball. McCulloch, who's been very quiet by his standards. He intelligently plays it out to Gary Steele. Steele tried to get the first touch away from the fullback. Couldn't quite get away from him in time. Sam Parkin. Steele's clearance over the top. Now Ellington will be very encouraged to chase after that. Trying to get around the back of Hayward. Guy does well to get the clearance away. Nicky in possession for Wigan. He puts the ball into the box. Jennings made a forward run. McCulloch on the far post, and it'll fall to McCulloch again. Heads it towards goal. No one there on the end of it. Appeals for handball by the supporters. Eden. This is Gary Steele. Still looking to move in field. Needs support. Plays it backwards to Peter Kennedy. Kennedy quickly closed down by Nightingale. Mitchell tried to play the reverse ball in. Mitchell's done really well. And still Mitchell goes. No support at the moment for the youngster. He's done well to retain possession of it. Well appreciated by the JJB faithful. DeVos puts the ball into far post, looking for McCulloch. McCulloch plays it back. Gary Steele with a shot! And a fantastic strike! And the Lassics break the deadlock. And it's a wonderful goal from Gary Steele. It's 41 minutes gone here at the JDB Stadium. Wigan eventually going from Gary Steele on the score sheet. A tremendous left-footed shot into the roof of the goal. And Wigan are ahead. That certainly warmed up the spirits of the JDB faithful. Gary Steele on the score sheet on his second of the season. But certainly a mention has to go to one of the Wigan midfielders there, Paul Mitchell, for persistence. He held on to possession when there was no options ahead of him. And here is once more the youngster, and he puts the ball over the top, and Ellington will go and chase after that. Header back to the goalkeeper by Hayward, just in time. But it really was a wonderful Wigan Athletic move. McCulloch did well to keep the ball in the mixer. Steele eventually lashing it home. And Lassic's go in front. Here's Jason Devoss. Nice ball to Paul Mitchell. Mitchell in turn finds Roberts. Now Mitchell again. That's the lot of Ellington. Ellington's won possession of it. Goes past one. Now Mitchell. And still he'll go. Ellington. Eventually he brings it out of the melee. Now this is Lee McCulloch. Kennedy offers the overlap. McCulloch will look to put it in right-footed. Short ball to Roberts, who dummied it nicely. Unfortunately, Ellington didn't read the Wigan striker's intention. Jennings header. Paul Mitchell growing in confidence. Now McCulloch, edge of the area. Checks away from one. Plays it back to Nicky Eden, but Parkin will take it off him. But we're going to have it back now with Lee McCulloch. Swindon can't clear the line. Kennedy looking down the line. That's a good ball to pick out Neil Roberts. Roberts now looking to assess his options. Mitchell. Now to Tommy Dinning. They'll come back to Matt Jackson. And all the red shirts behind the ball at the moment. Wigan happy to play the way out of it. Dinning. Total miscue. They'll try and win the ball back. Jackson knocking over the top. Looking for Nathan Ellington. Reeves tracks his run. Ball may just beat both players out of play. But that's a better passage of football from the Latics. And eventually, Michael, the Latics have got the goal they deserved.
Definitely, it was a long time coming, but they played well with a patient build-up, almost all of the team being involved, and they certainly reaped the rewards of that, rather than the long balls over the top, which are being dealt with by the centre-half. It's definitely the way they should go, and to be honest, they look good for the lead. Hopefully, more to come.
Good challenge by Paul Mitchell. He went in with a lunge on the second occasion, but then Tony Dinning helping out his centre midfield partner. And Swindon couldn't make any inroads down this near side. The referee just halting up proceedings, just telling one of the Wigan players, Paul Mitchell, to calm down in the challenge. I think it's just nearly bounced out of enthusiasm more than anything else. There's certainly no malice in any of his challenges. The game continues. One minute of added time. 45 minutes up. Here's Gary Teal. Looking to hit the byline. Goes past the first challenge. Can he pick out Roberts? Maybe Ellington. Not quite. It'll fall kind of to Tony Dinning. Dinning, well, he still has the ball. Teal comes back for an offside position. Rolls it back to Eden. Eden puts it in first time. Looking for Roberts. Roberts seems to be sandwiched by a combination of Reeves and Hayward. This is now Paul Mitchell. We'll leave it for Lee McCulloch. McCulloch goes for goal. Well blocked. Eden got a piece of it and has it back. Tries to play it through for Teal. You can see what he was trying to do, as both players weren't quite on the same wavelength on this occasion. But it certainly is encouraging signs as the first half comes to an end. Wigan deservedly in front, and with the 1 minute of added time already elapsed, Mr Wilkes will take one look at the watch and will blow for half time. An entertaining 45 minutes. Latics deservedly in front, courtesy of the 41st minute strike by Gary Teal. He got on the score sheet after some great approach work with Messrs Paul Mitchell and Lee McCulloch heavily involved in the build-up. Swindon, to be fair, have given a good account of themselves and have threatened on the odd occasion. John Filan, to be fair, hasn't really been tested, but really the platform is there into the second half for Latics to build on their comfortable 1-0 lead and hopefully take it through the second half into another 3 points in their quest for promotion. Half-time score here at the JDB Stadium. It's Wigan Athletic 1, Swindon Town 0. Welcome you back to the JDB Stadium for this second half, this nationwide League Division 2 clash. The Latics against the Robins. Of course, Wigan leading by 1-0. The goal that separates two sides, the 41st minute strike by Gary Teal. Pleasing to see somebody else other than the likes of Ellington or even Roberts getting on the score sheet. They lashed it home from 12 yards. And Latics have had a couple of good opportunities besides that. Noting Nathan Ellington with two glaring misses. Andy King needs to rev his side up for this second half to try and get themselves back on level terms. Paul Jules, the half-time team total been somewhat different after that late strike towards the end of the first half. And the side found it difficult to break down this very hard-working Swindon Town defence. Very keen to seize the initiative once more. This is Danny Invincible. Hewlett, dispossessed by Neil Roberts, does well to get the ball away. On the counter-attack here. Dinning gets a piece of it. And eventually retains possession for his side. Eden looking through the centre for Ellington. That's a fine ball. Ellington looking for Roberts, who's onside. Oh well. At first he thought he was onside, but the linesman's flag went up. just in time. No change in personnel from either side, but as you were with the Latics, John Filan, Nicky Eden, Peter Kennedy, Jason DeVos, Matt Jackson, Gary Teal, Tony Dinning, Paul Mitchell, Lee McCulloch, Nathan Ellington, Neil Roberts. Swindon on the attack here. Eden clears his line. Swindon with Bart Grimnick, Andy Gurney, the captain, Dean Marnie, Alan Reeves, Matthew Hayward, Stefan Magdalensky, Matthew Hewlett, Steve Robinson, Danny Invincible, up front Sam Parkin and Luke Nightingale. Here's Lee McCulloch looking to run it down the line and cleverly wins the throw-in off the full-back. Roberts looking for McCulloch. Eventually it's played back to the goalkeeper by Gurney. DeVos up strongly. Invincible picks up the piece in midfield. Now it's spread this near side to Gurney. And we'll get the ball back. And makes a forward run through the centre. He's not been picked up as yet. Robinson will be encouraged to get a ball into the box. Played forward by Reeves. DeVos got his foot to it. And John Filan will be able to gather that. That's a misguided clearance. Reeves is penalised for the foul on Neil Roberts. Wasn't allowing the Wigan striker to get off the ground. Eden's free kick. McCulloch is the target on the far post. He's rising for it now. Did well to get his head to it, but unfortunately was too aggressive in the challenge. And Swindon will be able to clear the danger. Swindon Town, of course, these days under the leadership of Andy King, has found it difficult in the second division this season. They managed to record 6 victories out of 21 matches. Alongside that, they do have 9 defeats as well. This is in fact the first meeting of the two sides this season. And Athletic have to go up to the county ground towards the end of the season. There's another stoppage in the play as Matt Jackson is penalised for a foul on Sam Parkin. Swindon will get the free kick midway inside the Latic's half. And Wigan will be happy just to leave Nathan Owens up in the attack. Cross deep to the far post. But John Filan virtually picks off the head of Danny Invincible. Roberts neatly cushions it into the path of Nicky Eden. Eden puts it right into the face of Steve Robinson, who's gone down injured as a result of that. Got some concern on the Swindon bench in regards to the incident. So as the second half goes on, Michael, how can you see Swindon maybe coming back into the match?
Well, that's the danger that Wigan have got to look out for now. This 1-goal lead that they've got is never enough. 2 would be much more secure, and Swindon have looked quite lively at the start of this half. Obviously they've had a bit of a pep talk at half time, and they're looking to get as many forward balls directly forward as quickly as possible. Wigan have got to be wary and hopefully get that second.
Gary Teal is demonstrating with the referee about a slight ankle tap, but he'll have to settle for a throw-in. Nicky Eden will take. This is Jackson. Managed to get it out of underneath his ankles. Kennedy puts it forward first time. Roberts looked offside, but nothing given by the referee. May fall to Nathan Ellington. Dinning made the forward run. You could see the vision of Ellington. Couldn't quite get over the head of Matthew Hayward. Kennedy drives it forward. Hayward will allow it to go out of play on the far side. McCulloch, Roberts, good first touch. Now he needs support. Finds it in the shape of Paul Mitchell. He in turn finds Matt Jackson. Eden does really well. Now Gary Teal, good first touch from Teal. Eden offers the overlap. That's where the ball can go. Finds Nicky Eden, 3 up in the box. Eden can deliver across. Puts it to the far post. Looking for Roberts. It may fall here to Gary Teal. Well, 3 bodies went for the ball, and unfortunately, the blue shirt couldn't get the shot away. Once more, a good attack from the Latics involving Gary Teal and Nicky Eden. This time couldn't quite get the chance away though. Neil Roberts, Ellington's in space. Played through for Nathan Ellington. Ellington just out of the challenge. Lot appeals for penalty, but nothing given by the referee. And now the Latics are short. But Peter Kennedy has won it back well off Danny Invincible. And Kennedy looking for options ahead of him. Finds one in the shape of Roberts. Couldn't quite take possession of it. Here's Lee McCulloch for Wigan. Short ball to Roberts, back to McCulloch. Now Mitchell brings it out nicely. This is Tony Dinning. Plays this near side for Nicky Eden, who loves to get forward at every opportunity, but that's a poor ball on this occasion. Feels like that went out. Ball to the centre. This time Robertson onside, trying to get around the back. Well, the Lions have given the free kick against the Wigan striker. Certainly seemed a fair contest with the 2 players going down for the ball. The Lions have given the verdict in favour of the Robins, and they're going to make a early substitution at the start of the second half. 7 minutes old. Number 16, Luke Nightingale, is coming off. He's one of the strikers. There's a straight swap up front in the shape of Eric Savin. So Nightingale has taken a breather. Kennedy, long ball over the top. Ellington looking to get around the back, and he'll get to that ball first. Goes for goal himself, first time! Splendid effort from Ellington. Just saves the post. That certainly is a measure of the man that he saw the opportunity early and tried to take it first time. Trying to catch the goalkeeper Mark Grimnick unawares. He can himself somewhat unfortunate he didn't hit the target. Strong and Roberts. Eden's ball forward. Gurney got the last touch on that, so he'll have to do something with it. He'll have to put it out for a throw-in. Latics with all the momentum at the moment. Roberts was definitely caught by the number 4, Matthew Hewlett. And the referee has certainly been lenient with a lot of the challenges here this afternoon, but I think it's going to be the first booking of the match. So Roberts is always going to get to the ball first. The challenge came in from the Swindon Town midfielder. So we're going to have the free kick, which Peter Kennedy has come across to take. He looks to swing it in left-footed. Drives it into the far post. Comes off Brendo Full. Loud appeals for handball, mainly from the supporters rather than the players, although 1 or 2 of the players are now going over to the referee. Let's see Swindon hack it clear. Of course, Latics home here on their 8th consecutive league victory. They've already broke some fantastic records this season. One, of course, was in the Wormsden Cup, where they went to the quarter-finals. But this season it's mainly on the league front where Paul Jewell is trying to concentrate his team's efforts. And well on course to record their 8th straight victory. This is Saban. Jackson's missed his challenge. He's looking to break into box. Saban gets a shot in. Went for the near post, which John Filan had heavily guarded. But again, 1-0. The lead is somewhat of a precarious one. And substitute Eric Sabin got away from the challenge of Jackson. A uncharacteristic slip from the Wigan centre half. He was grateful to get away with it. There's Wigan captain Jason DeVos. He's looking to pick out Gary Teal. It's an optimistic pass. Mitchell. So this time Andy Gurney can watch out for a throw-in. Once more goes through the legs of Jackson. This is now Sam Parkin on the counter-attack for the Robins. Away from one challenge, plays it square, but McCulloch with the interception. Ellington with a good first touch. Just drops the shoulder and loses the attention of Andy Gurney. Now Ellington can run at the Swindon defence. He's looking to pick out Neil Roberts. Roberts plays it out to Gary Teal. 4 in the box if Teal can deliver the right cross. Looking on far post. Mayfile, Nathan Ellington. Ellington's shot, good save. Roberts saved again. Still Roberts, and it just goes wide. And somehow out for the corner as well. Well, 2 fantastic saves from the goalkeeper Mark Grimmett after some great work from Nathan Ellington. He first let fly from the edge of the box. The keeper did well to palm it clear. Roberts capitalised on it, and once more the goalkeeper got the good fortune. Classics have the corner kick. Looking very dangerous, looking very likely to get a second. Teal swings into near post, looking for Jackson, but Parkin will head it away. Teal will look to get the pressure on though. Here's Teal once more. Goes for goal himself. Good effort. Goes through everyone. And then goes out for a throw-in on this near side. Jackson up stronger than Reeves. Roberts will look to pick onto the loose ball as well to get it through the legs. Jackson with an acrobatic clearance. Hayward's ball back. That's Eric Steven. He even got there first. Gurney's header forward. Likewise Dinning. All a bit scrappy at the moment. Jackson's header. Mitchell couldn't get there ahead of the Swindon midfielder. Next to the ball's on the deck. We're now gone here at the JGB Stadium. Athletic still leading by 1-0 against Swindon Town. 41st minute strike by Gary Teal, but we're going to have had some good possession in the second half. And it certainly looked threatening to get the second and surely kill off this very dogged Robins team. Kennedy with a free kick. Knocks it high. DeVos to the target. Reeves got there ahead of the Wigan captain. Robinson going the wrong way at the moment. He has to put it out for a throw-in. This time the throw-in's going to be entrusted with the Wigan skipper Jason DeVos, who may look to put a long one into the area. Roberts and Steele have got a position on the near post, heavily marked at the moment. Looking for McCulloch, it's actually reached him. Dinning comes in for the shot! Splendid strike from Tony Dinning. Only a coat of paint away from the Wigan second goal. Really did connect with that well, Tony Dinning, after the danger wasn't cleared by the Swindon defence. Really got his right foot around the volley, just scraped the crossbar. Roberts this time couldn't quite get away with it. Magdalensky put Kennedy in with the slide challenge on Danny Invincible. Ellington will just feed him out of play as he looks to block it down quickly. Free-header for Peter Kennedy. Roberts seems to be backing into Reeves, but nothing given by the referee. Mitchell up strongly and he heads it that far forward that unfortunately the Wigan strikers can react to it. Lee McCulloch as well to bring it out to Nicky Eden. Nice ball from Dinning. Teal looking for Roberts. Teal once more through to Roberts, almost got him back again. Dinning getting a toe in. Roberts not allowing the Swindon defender any time in possession of it. Substitutes the Ben. Turns away from DeVos. Swindon hold possession of it. Then once more. Three in the attack if he can deliver across. Tried to run through Jason DeVos. He's never going to get past the Wigan captain. Ellington got there ahead of Reeves. Now this is Neil Roberts. Needs support. Finds it in the shape of Mitchell. Dinning's made a run through the centre, but instead feeds Gary Teal. Teal now one-on-one with Turney. May look to beat the Swindon captain. And still he's going. Trying to go through two men. And the third one hacked the ball clear. And Parkin, there seems to be a clear nudge on Jackson, nothing given. Kennedy as well to find Lee McCulloch. McCulloch happy to knock it through the centre. That forces Hewlett to turn, who's allowed the ball to bounce. Ellington battling away for it. Still the Wigan striker's got it. Trying to get away from two challenges. Eventually the free kick is drawn. Ellington with the persistence, he will not let the opposition rest. He's done well to put his side a free kick. Ellington has dusted himself down and he may fancy a pop here himself. Gary Teal's there also, as is Tony Dinning. There's a four-man wall ahead of him. The boss has now come away from the attack. Ellington goes for goal! Just goes over the crossbar. It's a good effort from the Wigan striker. This time Bart Grimmick not as called upon for a save. Up strongly ahead of Parkin. Gurney's ball down the line. And he even took it off the head of Jackson. Slight breakdown in communication within the Athletics back four. Jackson looking to pick out Roberts. That's a fine pass. Can Roberts switch the play? He can. Brings in Lee McCulloch. McCulloch has Kennedy on the overlap. McCulloch decides to go through a centre though for Roberts. Back to McCulloch, and McCulloch still. This is now Nathan Ellington. Ellington trying to create the half yard of space. Looks out for Neil Roberts. Roberts looking for the shot himself. It may fall to Teal. In the end it's hacked clear, but again, a great Wigan Athletic attack. Once more, the strikers combining well with the likes of McCulloch, Ellington, who picked up Neil Roberts on the far post, controlled it on the chest, went for the acrobatics, unfortunately saw his shot blocked. It's midpoint in the second half, Michael. The Athletics still leading by 1-0 to 0. We certainly don't hope that they rue these missed chances in the second half.
That's always the danger, but the way they're dominating play at the moment, it's really exciting to watch, and I can't see Swindon getting back into it. Having said that, they could do with converting just one more of these. Neil Roberts, brilliant linking up play with midfield. Just a few of these chances, he needs to put them away if he gets another.
Very high ball into the area, which this time John Filan gathers under no real pressure and looks to pull it out quickly to Gary Teal, but good interception by Gurney. And Robinson has nowhere to turn at the moment. Actually, the ball's put out of play. Headed back by Reeves. Jackson volleys it forward. This time headed by Marnie. Jackson once more. Zoe Dinning brings in Peter Kennedy on the far side. Wants to scamper forward. McCulloch's made a run down the line. That's where the ball was aimed. It's a good interception by Hewlett. Mitchell. As well to pick out McCulloch, who in turn finds Roberts. Wigan bring it out of the melee nicely. This is now Tony Dinning. Dinning must control, but retains possession of it. Now Gary Teal. Gurney goes to greet him. Teal may look to do it alone. Gets the cross in. Reeves with a clearance. Only finds Dinning. Roberts trying to turn. Looking over the top for Ellington. Ellington with a shot. This time testing the goalkeeper. Couldn't quite elevate the volley. Over Bart Grimmick on this occasion. Once more, the second goal is elusive for the Athletics. Gurney with the ball forward. Parkin's onside. Jackson comes across to him. Ball played into the box. Mitchell has time to control it on the chest. Mitchell a long ball through the centre looking for Roberts. He's on his target man at the moment. But he's dealt with by Matthew Hayward. Paul Jewell's going to make a substitution with Andy Little stripped off ready for action. Ross couldn't get the ball away. This is now Danny Invincible into the box, blocked by Kennedy. Tony Dinning should have time to pick it out and does really well. Dinning once more, spreading the play to Lee McCulloch. Mitchell's made a run down the left. Kennedy looking over the top for the run of Ellington. And Hayward has to put it out for a throw-in. Now the substitution will be made. Andy Little is now going to come on. So it's going to be Neil Roberts who's going to take a breather for the last 20 minutes or so. So it's like for like up front. Neil Roberts will get a standing ovation from this JGB faithful. Here's Kennedy. Kennedy volleys it into the area. It falls to Ellington. May fall here to Andy Little. First touch. Hacked clear by Alan Reeves. Out for a throw-in. Tony Denning now in a bit of space. Looking for Little. Little trying to release Teal. Couldn't quite find him on this occasion though. Gurney's ball over the top. Now Danny Invincible on the counter-attack for Swindon. McCulloch trying to get goal side off him, but he's just caught the Swindon midfielder. And Robbins will get the free kick. For that challenge by Lee McCulloch, he's going to get a caution. Referee Mr Wilkes is judging that to be a bookable offence. One player that Swindon Town are missing this afternoon is the highly influential midfielder David Duke, who's having to miss the match like last week's Jason Jarrett due to an accumulation of 5 bookings. But it's header out. Now Wellington can pick up the pieces. Teal's made a great run through the centre if he can be found. That's where the ball is aimed, and he's onside. Well, he appears to be onside, and then the linesman's flag was raised very late. Teal is furious about it. And Swindon will get the free kick. Mitchell plays it behind McCulloch, and he can retrieve possession of it. Kennedy with the ball through the centre. Ellington is the target. He gets a good flick on, but this time the flick was too good. His co-strike partner Andy Little is very keen to get back into first team action and also get amongst the goals. Eden's ball forward. Once more Ellington reaches it. Alan Reeves with the defensive work. Jackson does well to get the ball away. Wellington has been shoved in the back. Didn't want to take the free kick quickly. Referee ensuring that it's in the right space. And 50 minutes to go here at the JJB. Wigan still leading by 1-0. Certainly made that a trademark this season. Paul will be very keen for his side to get a second and really kill the match off. Kennedy's free kick. Looking to pick out Little, who gets his head to it. Falls here to Gary Teal. Teal with a shot. This time blocked and brought away very casually by Steve Robinson. Eden quick to get back at him. Invincible, now one-on-one with Peter Kennedy. I'm looking to run him on the outside. Kennedy, to be fair, has done well to get a piece of it. And he'll go out for the goal kick. Knocking. Kennedy is the last defender. Half clears the danger. Robinson trying to direct it through for the forward run. He knocks it down the line. It's a good ball as well. It just forces Reeves to put it out of play for a throw-in. This Little wants to take quickly and tells it finds Paul Mitchell in acres of room in the midfield. Lee McCulloch hugging the touchline on the far side. Has to roll it back to the midfielder. Now it's with Peter Kennedy. Ellington gives him options, as does Little. And trying to lay it run through for Tony Dinning. See the intention of the Wigan striker, just didn't quite come off for him. Now Danny Invincible in space on the far side. Mitchell quick to close him down. DeVos in with a good challenge on Eric Southern. No nonsense defensive work from the Canadian international. Kennedy clears his lines, ball over the top. Gurney is the last defender. Little will chase down the goalkeeper. Robinson looking forward for Gurney, but Jackson should be able to intercept it. Nice touch from Eden. Now this is Nathan Ellington. Turns away from trouble. Plays it and tells it to Paul Mitchell, who in turn plays it to McCulloch. Tony Dinning. Plenty of space now for Dinning in midfield. He's carelessly giving it away. Little battling away. Hewlett. Teal. Nicely back to Jackson. Jackson, his ball forward was well blocked. Strongly with Stefan. Now Robinson. Ellington will certainly be encouraged to get after that. Gurney. Little has won it back well, and now Andy Little can run at the Swindon defence. No support at the moment. Still Andy Little goes past one. Andy Little, can he finish? Good effort. It'll fall to Nathan Ellington. Oh, another opportunity goes begging for the Latics. Ellington will be cursed his luck once more. He should have finished the game with the second. After a splendid run from Andy Little. Really committed the Swindon Town defenders. Good save from Bart Grimnick in the Swindon goal, but Ellington should have finished. And he allowed the goalkeeper to clear the danger once more. Substitution on this near side. Number 25, Steve Robinson, is going off, and Adam Willis at number 5 will go and replace him in defence. Little gets his foot around it, looking on the near post. McCulloch did well to control the first ball, just couldn't quite get his cross in on time. 10 minutes to go. Wigan are only leading by 1-0, but they've had countless opportunities in the second half to really kill off the Swindon Town side, but as yet they haven't managed to do it. McCulloch's header forward. Ellington looking for McCulloch. McCulloch, good first touch. McCulloch goes for goal, but this time doesn't hit the target. Steele's going to chase after that. He's going to get it. Little down the line. Now Andy Little, Swindon, man for man at the back. He's had to check though. Gets across him, or settle for the corner. If Latics could just get this second goal with his 10 minutes to go, you really feel it would be home and dry. But while it's only 1-0, Swindon will still feel they're very much in the match. They're quite bold in leaving 2 players up in the attack. Gary Teal will look to take this corner. Matt Jackson is to come up from the back. Mitchell wants it short, and that's where the ball goes. Mitchell back to Gary Teal. Now to Mitchell once more. Square is Tony Dinning. Swindon looks to pull out. He looks to play it over the top from McCulloch, but this time the ball momentum is lost. And second Wigan substitution is going to be made. Number 12, Mike Flynn, is stripped off and ready for action. And it's going to be the number 10, Lee McCulloch, who's just finding his feet back in the first team after a lengthy spell-out injury. He was out for some 7 or 8 weeks. Back into the first team this afternoon. We can't quite see out the duration of the 90 minutes. So Mike Flynn will just occupy the left-hand side of midfield. McCulloch takes a well-earned breather. The lost header. A little split on for Ellington, almost found the man. Ball over the top by Sam Parkin. That's his Gurney, who's well forward. Mitchell in with a slide challenge. Mike Flynn with his first involvement in the match. Ellington. Great work from Ellington, but he's no support at the moment. He's going to have to do it alone. Teal offering the overlap. Ellington trying to get away, but he was taken down by Adam Willis, the Swindon substitute. It's certainly going to be a caution of some variety. That's a yellow card for Adam Willis, as Ellington did remarkably well, not only to control the ball, but then try and manufacture a chance as well. But he was sized down by the Swindon defender. That allowed the red shirts to get behind the ball. And we're going to have this free kick. Now it's some 40 yards out. Ellington's already had a pop at goal himself, but and Riddle has a three-man wall ahead of him. Not too many blue shirts committed forward at the moment. Gunning is also over the set piece as well. Certainly as it's shaping up, it looks as if it's going to be Andy Little to have a crack at goal. There's no real other options. He goes for goal, goes for the near post. But Mark Grimick always had it covered. Eden's ball down the line. Hewlett allowed to go over his head. Paul Mitchell in midfield. Assessing the options. Plays it short to Nicky Eden. Looks for Little. Couldn't quite pick him out. Good sliding challenge by Dean Marnie as Swindon have changed the formation slightly. Adam Willis has gone into right full-back. That's forced is the club captain Andy Gurney, who's always useful for the odd goal here and there. Teal. Back to Mitchell. Now Nicky Eden. The ball's still in play. Teal. Mitchell. Lovely touch from Mitchell. Now this is Liddle. Eden. We're going to play some good football now. This is Gary Teal. And still Gary Teal. And still Gary Teal. And still Gary Teal. Can he get across it now? He slips up to far post, but Grimnick got there first. Wonderful run from the Wigan winger. Did really well to pluck the cross out. Unfortunately, wasn't enough support in the box. Gurney's ball forward. Nicky Eden should be able to shepherd it out for a throw-in. And they'll get the throw-in instead off Eric Sabin. Five minutes to go here at the JJB. Wigan still comfortably in front, but as yet haven't managed to kill off the Swindon side. Teal's ball down the line, looking for Liddle. Liddle. And a slight nudge in the back by Adam Willis. Lines and spotted it, and Wigan get the free kick. Mike Flynn, no support at the moment. Kennedy, happy he's knocked it down the line for Ellington. Appeals from the crowd for a foul, but nothing given. Just Eric Savin gets away from the challenge of Eden. Paul Mitchell brought down the Swindon player, and that's certainly going to be a caution for the youngster. When he attempts to win the ball, he hacks down Eric Savin. And it's going to be a yellow card for his troubles. Paul Mitchell joins others in the referee's notebook. All the blue shirts are goal side of this free kick, which Andy Gurney will look to take. John Filan on his guard. Ball played into the penalty area. Header in by Reeves, but this time John Filan's there. And he can bowl it out. Intelligence to Nicky Eden, who's got plenty of space. Ellington's made a run down the line, but the ball wasn't quite there for him on this occasion. He was onside as well. Gremmick's clearance. Mitchell's trying to pick up the pieces, and the goal's unguarded at the moment. This is Eric Savin in possession. Jackson goes across to greet him. Jackson gets a piece of it, and Eden should be able to clear the line. Once more Ellington with a dogged persistence up front, just as enough to put the Swindon Town player off possession of it. Has to concede the throw-in. Ellington's done well. Now this is Nicky Eden, but Dean Marnie should get there first. And he has to put it out for a throw-in though. Dean Marnie with a clearance. Peter Kennedy heads it back. Ellington seems to be offside. Well, the goalkeeper has caught that just as Ellington was looking to control it. As we approach the final moments here, Michael, Wigan, despite leading 1-0, it's certainly a very comfortable 1-0 lead.
It's probably the most comfortable 1-0 lead I've seen in a long time, to be honest. Even just from the chances in this second half, they should be 2 or 3 up. It really does flatter Swindon, the scoreline. But I can't speak highly enough of Ellington and his work rate. He's just added an extra dimension to the attack of Wigan in this second half, and it's still going right up until the 90th minute now.
And into the last minute of the match here at the JJB. All the blue shirts are behind the corner kick, which is put into the box. Reeves looking to contest it. Still the danger's not cleared, but eventually John Filan will get the ball. He's looking to throw it out quickly to Gary Steele. Swindon overcommitted up front. Steele holds possession of it. Lays it back to Nicky Eden, who's in support. Eden looking through the centre for the run of Liddell, but he's not going to get to that ball. That's a comfortable carry for Bart Grimnick. 3 minutes of added time as we hit the 90-minute mark. Still there may be time for Swindon. Eden in strongly. He looks to just knock it down the line. It's a comfortable ball. Liddell is going to carry on running. Hayward has to make a decision. Plays it back to Bart Grimnick. He just seems to slip as he tried to get the ball away. Great work from Paul Mitchell in midfield once more, but the youngster's gone down injured. This is now Mike Flynn. It'll fall maybe to Liddell. Gurney gets there first. Swindon with maybe one last throw of the dice. DeVos over the top looking for Nathan Ellington. Willis with a header. Mitchell, who hasn't stopped running all afternoon. And this time he's dispossessed. Kennedy in strongly. Jackson with the clearance. Athletics very much on course to record their 8th consecutive league victory. They're already 7 points clear at the start of play. And depending on how results go this afternoon, they could have extended their lead at the top of the second division. It certainly is a very healthy position to go into as we start 2003. Leaves ball forward. DeVos with a header out. It goes out for a throw-in. There'll still be one last chance for Swindon Town to throw some bodies into the box. Deep one to the far post. John Fine with a punch clear. Shot comes in. What a great save from Matt Jackson. He's headed that away, but it looked goal bound. And now Wigan can break with Gary Teal. Little's up in the attack. Teal may look to just take it into the corner himself. He'll settle for a throw-in. But certainly the volley came in from Alan Reeves, who joined the attack late on. John Finan was certainly away from his goal, and Matt Jackson headed it away. Deep in stoppage time now. Wigan still leading by 1 goal to 0. There's a very late scare in the Athletic's penalty box. Alan Reeves almost got a very unlikely equaliser for the Robins. DeVos up strongly. Hewlett hacks it forward. Headed away by Jackson. It goes out for another throw-in. Still one last chance. Hayward and Reeves are up from the back. Invincible is encouraged to get the ball in play quickly. Still the danger's not cleared. Shot comes in. DeVos, it's still not cleared. Sabin just had his standing leg taken. Now Andy Little can bring it away for the Athletic. Ellington's up in the attack. Little may look to do it alone. It's Andy Little. Can he finish the game here? Little, this could steal it. Plays it himself into Ellington. And Ellington makes it 2. The goal has been wanting all afternoon. It's finally arrived. Nathan Ellington steals the 3 points. Wigan maintain their top spot and now have their 8th consecutive league victory. This time it was Andy Little doing all the donkey work. He carried the ball some 60-70 yards down the left channel, through the Swindon defence, unselfishly played in Nathan Ellington. This time he wasn't going to miss, and he gets on the score sheet. And deep in stoppage time, Wigan finally seal the 3 points here at the JJB. It's been a fantastic performance, really rounds off their 2000-year campaign. A splendid victory once more here at the JJB. They record their 8th consecutive league victory. The records really are being broken this season here for the Athletics and Paul Journey's side. And it's a well-deserved victory. They could have won by more. In the end, they had to settle for 2 goals. The 41st minute strike by Gary Teal just before half-time. That was needed at a vital time when Swindon were dogged in defence and were hard to break down. Teal lashed home from some 12 yards. Wigan certainly had the possession, dominated in the second half. Ellington missed 2 or 3 goal opportunities himself. Dinning also went close, but it was sealed right from the death. Nathan Ellington once more on the score sheet. Unselfish work by Andy Little, who came on as a second half substitute. He drew the Swindon Town defence, played it square to Nathan Ellington, who couldn't miss from 12 yards into the open goal. So once more, the Athletic scored a victory. They're in a very healthy position as they greet in 2003. It's finished here at the JDB Stadium. As we wish you all a happy new year. It's Wigan Athletic 2, Swindon Town 0.